Okay, now that the dust is settled, we have caught up on all of the content. Let's go ahead and review what we've had so far in the part 2 celebration of the 11th anniversary. This is the first half of the part 2. There will be more, I believe, coming up in a couple of days. I'll do a separate video talking about what could potentially be coming up. But for now, let's just go ahead and review what we have so far. I'm going to do a Dragonstone approximation. Yes, I know I'm late to the party. Unfortunately, when it comes to the content creation side, it's pure chaos during the initial parts of these anniversaries. Normally, I do like to drop these campaign videos right at the start, but the banner drops at the same time. 5 billion, well, not 5 billion, 5 events drop at the same time. I'm just cranking out videos nonstop. You know, it's very difficult to do all this. So hopefully you guys understand that, you know, it's not possible. I've been dropping, what, 4 videos a day? So this is just how it is. Let's go ahead and review. So 11th anniversary part 2 is on. New Dokkan Festival, new Carnival will be starting from the 14th. Tons of thanks. Summon tickets will also be available. Let me just start by commenting on this. So a lot of people have been asking me too, and where's the 44%? So far, we don't have it. And honestly, let's think about it. They haven't announced anything. It would be actually criminal if they were to not say anything, but then once all 50 tickets are obtainable, then they say that the 44% summons are available. All you need are 50 tickets, because at that point, people would have already spent some of their rainbow tickets, as most of you probably have. Now, I am just holding out. I'm just holding out on the tickets because I'm waiting for a video to have all 50. But also, because of all the dumb things that they do, you never know. There was a time like 5 years ago. It was around the time that I was starting Dokkan. They were doing these weekend summons where you basically were able to earn free tickets throughout the week, and then on the weekend you could use them. And so normally you would just get the weekend tickets and then use them the following weekend. But one time, on the final set, there were like 3 weekends in a row where you could do this. On the final set, they offered a double rates banner, meaning if you saved all weekend tickets from the preceding 2 weeks, you would be able to summon with those free tickets on that last banner with double rates. It was insane because they never did it again, but it permanently scarred me from ever using those weekend tickets before the final day, and they never gave any warning. So they could very easily do something like that again. I just don't know if they could on this scale, because that would create a pretty nasty clapback in terms of reaction. So TLDR, what I'm trying to say is I'm gonna wait because Dokkan dumb. If you don't, I don't blame you. You never know. I mean, you guys have been around now to see all the stupid stuff that they do. You never know what they're gonna do. I would rather play it safe than sorry. So I'm not using them. Besides, you can't actually earn all of them yet. So maybe that's why they're not giving us any information, because until you earn all 50, there's no point. I don't know. Upon first login, yada, yada, yada. Okay, we'll skip that. This is the 11th anniversary login stuff. Background music. Background music is Limit Break Survive from the 14th until late February. So basically, actually, wait, that is not the end of the celebration. Late February means, okay, so if we just do 2 weeks, that would be 14 days. That would be the 27th, because I think February only goes to the 27th for this month, right? No, the 28th. Okay. So it would be on the 28th. That would be the last day of February. But the celebration itself, the 11th anniversary, goes until the 10th. But they said it was only going to be 2 parts. Okay, so they're just going to have, until late February, it's going to be this. And then for the rest of the celebration, from the 28th until the 10th or whatever, they're probably just going to switch it to GT. Done. They're probably going to play that. All right, so we have the new Dokkan Festival Carnival. Hope you guys had some good summons. I have not yet done the summon reaction video because, like I said, I've been dropping nonstop videos. I will be reacting to those. So if you haven't finished your summons, get those done. And then make sure you guys tweet those summon results, the good ones, to my Twitter. I did post something for part 1. I posted something for part 2. It is going to be a mega compilation featuring both part 1 and part 2 summons. So if you can split them up, that'd be nice. In fact, I'm going to link both of these tweets in the description or in the pinned comment. So this is the part 1 Twitter thread. So reply there for part 1 summons. This is the part 2. So make sure you guys post your best summons for each on these. And I'm going to be going through as much as I possibly can without killing my editor, because doing a summon reaction video, and if it goes like, and if it's an hour-long video, that means the original cut was probably 3 hours. So, well, I will do my best, but yeah. Make sure you guys post your tweets on these. All right, so let's go ahead and continue. The discounts go until the 2nd of March. The 2nd of March is when the discounts end. Okay, and then the actual overall Dokkan Festival ends 8 days later. the ton of thanks, ticket summons, and 7 days after that. Now, by the time we're able to actually earn all 50 of these tickets, there's no way people are going to wait all the way till here. So this is not really much of an issue, but they're just giving that leeway, you know, for, I guess, free-to-play players. Cool, cool, cool. We have the new Dokkan ticket packs, the Pilaf's Trove, Pilaf scam deal. And you know what? They were a scam for me. I think it was about $60 US to get 45 tickets. 20 of them were a premium ticket where you could do a 20 unit multi with a guaranteed featured and a guaranteed SSR. And then the other one was just like regular tickets. It didn't amount to anything good for me. Maybe it did for some of you guys. This is a great way for some of you who are dolphins or moderate spenders to summon without spending your stones. Although since this is the anniversary, everybody should be burning all of their stones. This is where you should be doing it. Both units are good. I would say, in my opinion, the UI Royal Blue physical LR is the better unit because immediately, without fail, you are automatically just hitting the floor running. Guaranteed dodge, guaranteed, well, not guaranteed damage reduction. It's like guaranteed 100% damage reduction on guard. You could still theoretically die in the future when events get stronger, but still having the ability to have guaranteed dodge for the first turn and then 100% damage reduction and guard for the first turn if you want. And then on top of that, repeatedly getting guaranteed dodge if you get that EX is just bonkers. This unit is more catered to long form content. This unit is still very good in the context of GT Heroes Giant 8 Power, but overall, I would say that the UI Royal Blue is a much better unit individually. So the new Dokkan event is here. Burst mode. Huh? New stage for the Dokkan event. Oh, okay. The Dokkan event starts here. Burst mode starts here. This is where the next batch of content should be dropping, by the way. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Okay, so background music will change. Background music of a certain phase will change to Dan Dan Kokoro. Okay. Limited time character boost campaign part 2. So they have boosted the UI and the Royal Blue Vegeta from the 6th anniversary. In my humble opinion, I think that the UI Goku, with or without the boost, is a must-have, especially considering it's free. I'm surprised at how many people disagree with that. But this unit, with, once again, guaranteed dodge and a revive capability, 2 instances of guaranteed dodge, for a character that is from the 6th anniversary, is pretty impressive. This unit has aged very well with time. And considering the nature of these red stones moving forward, how you can earn one every 30 days if you guys do the daily missions and get the jars of milk, spending 2 to get this character while he's boosted, and then afterwards he remains what he was, that is a pretty good deal. This, in my opinion, is the best pickup of any of these characters, including the Super Easy A's. Yeah, this guy's good. Yeah, these guys are good, but I just think that this guy's better. That's my opinion. If you disagree, that's totally fine. If you want more proof as to why I think he's so good, check out my video I've already done covering the boosted characters. They're both great. This guy is not on the same level. I hate to admit it. I love this guy, but he is not on the same level as the UI Goku. He is also still, in my opinion, a decent pickup, but not on the same level as this. If there is a no-brainer, it's this one. This one, you can, but it's far less impactful than this guy. Let's move on. 11th anniversary celebration missions. Ton of thanks. Collecting missions. So let's quickly review this. We don't have all ticket missions available for part 2 as of yet. These are the regular ones. The ton of thanks ones are here. So let's start with this. The ton of thanks tickets. Yeah, so we are missing, looks like we're missing 3 things. And I believe these are all slated to drop when the burst mode is coming up, which again, I'll do a separate video for. So that will be when I do the full rainbow tickets video covering the remaining 25 tickets, totaling to 50 tickets. Again, some of you might have already spent it, which is fine. I am going to wait until I have all of it. And then for the 11th anniversary missions, I will also do a video for this one. This one, we have all the missions available, and there's only, oh no, there's 2 boards. Okay. Second board, is there anything that's closed off? No, they're all available. Okay, my voice, what's happening to my voice? My voice is burning from both ends. Okay. So yeah, all of these are good. Very cool. 11.11 million. Should be pretty easy with a friend unit or just a main Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku. That unit. I'm glad that unit hasn't been overshadowed entirely with part 2, because he is still the apex predator when it comes to damage. He is the strongest. All right, moving on here. We got more of these Dokkan Awakening support medal missions. I still have not finished this because I personally have had so much to do in terms of videos, but I will be doing this. Everyone who is new to the game, or just in general, you guys should do this. This gives you a quicker and better way to navigate through all events that have ever existed, to give you an extra dose of all of their medals. And if you're a newer player, a great thing that you can do is try out your new teams. If you're new to the game, you are probably in the process of building some teams. For example, the free-to-play Goku Black Rose clone team, one of the best teams in the game. You could also be putting together a summonable Future Saga team, or whatever you're doing. You could sort of gauge each team's compatibility, synergy on these older events while trying to do some of those missions where you have to bring every single type. It's a good way to sort of give yourself a way to tour through the history of Dokkan. So everyone should be doing this, getting all those medals taken care of. EX missions, high challenge, low payout. So if you're struggling on these events, don't waste too much effort on it. You're going to be missing out on just a couple of tickets, a couple of stones. It's not the end of the world, but let's just quickly review this. I have done videos on all of these missions. So this combines part 1 and part 2. So as far as the part 2 ones are concerned, clear heated throwdown with all types, clear heated throwdown within 8 turns. That video I think will be dropping tomorrow. I don't think I've dropped this as of me posting this video. Special battle part 1 and part 2, both stages for each are completed with their respective category missions, and I did all of this with no new units. So for those of you who are new to the game, you didn't get lucky enough to pull the new characters outside of pity, maybe you're missing one of the 2 leads, then these videos will help you guys out. So I did Power Beyond Super Saiyan for this one, Pure Saiyans for this one. I don't know when this video is dropping. It might be before or after I drop these, so check out the channel. I got you covered without using items as well. Okay, let's continue. 11th anniversary gift campaign part 2. So I did a video talking about this. I may or may not do another one just to have a dedicated video for you guys to click on. But when it comes to this stuff, TLDR, it's a huge scam. This raffle ticket nonsense is basically their way to try to get you to summon more, as if you needed more incentive. These units are already good, but basically the more of these raffle tickets you have, the more chances, or I guess the more exchanges you can make for the tickets. And these tickets basically grant you entry into winning Dragon Stones, I think Kai's, Link Skill Orbs, and Hidden Potential Orbs, or something like that. So the more tickets you have, naturally, the better the odds, but even still, it's not a guarantee. You can get a set amount of these tickets from the raffle missions, and then the rest come from summons. AKA, the more summons you do, the better your chances are, but everyone's going to be summoning. So I honestly just don't think anyone should even consider this to be a thing. Even if you summon a ton to get the Dragon Stones, your payout is like 100 stones. You would have ironically spent more to get a chance to win something less. On top of that, there are regional restrictions because this is a raffle, sort of a gambling type thing. So countries do have restrictions on this sort of thing. So for all those different reasons, just get this out of your head. This is not something anyone should care about. It really isn't. All right, so these are the medal missions. Cool. We already talked about, oh wait, we're on the wrong thing. Here, special battle. So did those 2 videos, cleared it. Super easy for the Vegeta, great Realm of Gods support. In my opinion, Realm of Gods is now top tier with the new additions that we've been given. As of now, we don't know what the LR, the additional maybe EZA, Super EZAs are going to be. I have a feeling, and I want to point this out because it was very weird that they would put this unit on an anniversary banner. But I have a strong feeling that we are going to be getting the Resurrection F Blues EZA during this celebration. This guy being featured on this banner was random and weird. And considering these 2 got upgrades, this guy's going to get an upgrade. This guy getting an upgrade makes all the sense in the world. And now that I think about it, if I go back to the part 1, were all of the featured randos EZA'd? Oh no, I guess this is different. These were added because of just building the diamond category. But you know what? Yeah, I actually really think we're going to get that. So if you pulled this guy, don't get rid of him. Just, sit tight. Don't finalize your builds. We got to wait and see what this guy can do with that EZA. I think this guy's going to be very good. Yet another boost to Realm of Gods, therefore making this guy even better. We got the Pan EZA. I've already dropped videos on these 2, but check them out. Both are very good. I like the Vegeta more personally, but the Pan does complete the GT Heroes set. We now have a fully capable, a mission capable tech GT Hero. We were sorely missing that. Clash is going to be dropping. Wait a minute. I always get confused where we are. Okay, so this is for that. This is for that. These are for this. This is for that. Okay, so this is also dropping at the start of that next content drop that I was talking about. So along with burst mode, we're going to be getting the new Clash over here. Heated Throwdown, the boss fight randomizer. I realized when doing this fight, it's not entirely random. It's more based on hidden conditions that you have to clear in order to fight certain enemies. So do check out my video. I will be dropping that either before or after this one, where I clear all the missions again with no new units. So if you guys were unlucky on the summons, I got you covered. But this has been kind of a disappointment. I was hoping for more, mainly just because this one has the highest potential in terms of, I guess, creativity or fun, but it's kind of just been a letdown. just because like there's not more ways to encounter different enemies. Maybe I'm just expecting too much of this, but whatever. Content is content, so go check that out. Then we got new stone sales. Yep, that goes on until the 5th. Oh, 5th. So while the celebration ends or is on the verge of ending, meaning about a 5-day overlap, we'll probably be jumping into the next summons. It's not going to be an EX. They've already explicitly stated it's only going to be 2 parts. So whatever this is happening in early March, that is the first celebration afterwards. Last year, that was the 10th anniversary EX where they put Daima on it. But to me, it was never a part of the anniversary to begin with. It was just an afterthought that they threw on to make more money. Next, dude, I'm so cynical. It's crazy. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. There are just certain decisions that have been made during the celebration that I simply don't agree with. And it's affecting me. I'm going full Majin here. All right, so we got daily capsules. Once again, discount. That's for moderate spenders. Cool. Redstone lineup has changed. I was going to do another video on this, but I do want to quickly check out what that is. Redstone lineup changed. The only thing that I would imagine they changed was adding the UI on the royal blue. Yeah. I don't think anything else. Yeah, nothing else has changed. And as of right now, I believe you should, if you've been doing your missions every day since the start of this like Roshi jar of milk update thing, I believe you should have 38 jars of milk, meaning you could buy your next redstone. So that would bring your total to 9 if you have not spent any yet. If you spent some, that's totally fine. This sort of thing is going to be here for the rest of the year. Every month, essentially, you're earning a Dragonstone. In my opinion, I've been stating since the start, you guys should be waiting until the end of all of your summons before actually doing this. Because if you throw in a few more summons on these banners, you never know if suddenly your needs for a specific team or whatever will change because you managed to pull multiple copies of these guys, you know? So that might ultimately cause, like, let's just say you finally pull Spirit Bomb GT because you did an extra YOLO summon on this banner, right? Now, all of a sudden, this guy, the Super Saiyan, oh, he's not here. The Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta unit suddenly just became really, really useful for you. Or maybe even the Super Saiyan 4 Goku become very useful for you because now you can run a full GT Heroes team. So I think it's better to wait until closer to the end of the celebration. And I will be doing another video to remind you guys about that fact. The intensive training Whis event, I lost it when I was doing this video. So go check that out because I lost my mind. This event sucks. It's very bad. But unfortunately, you get a ton of good equips if you commit enough to it. It is a stamina guzzler, but the chances of pulling a really, really good equip are very slim. But if you do, you will be getting some obscene levels of stat boosting, hit potential growth. So yeah, kind of a double-edged sword. Special day. This one is done. Our next one is going to be on the 27th. This is a great way to massively increase your rank gains, your links on your characters, and also you get about 10 Dragonstones. I believe that's going to be how it is moving forward, but they did say there are going to be some alterations to Special Day after the 11th anniversary. The 11th anniversary doesn't end until the 10th of March, so I believe there's going to be one more Special Day before we get those changes. Elder Kai's, we got that yesterday. Okay. Legendary Summon Carnival. Oh, this is the old stuff. Okay, so there you go. That is what we've seen so far in part 2 to start. Let's go ahead and do a Dragonstone approximation for all of this. And let's see what that brings our total to. Whenever it comes to stone counts, I always try to underestimate just to, you know, allow for a possibility of earning more. Also, it is worth noting that with the social media promotions that they've been doing and like raffle stuff, that also can create some variation when it comes to how many stones. So let's go ahead and do an approximation. Most of you have probably already accomplished most of these events. So just don't think you're going to be earning that much more. Okay, so let's just go ahead and start from the top here. New Dokkan event that gives us 2 stones. So I forgot to write that down. I just pre-compiled my list and I forgot to include that. Okay, Dokkan event 2 stones. Burst mode is going to be giving us 15. It's not out yet. Boosted characters, nothing. Missions. So let's take a look at the missions. Oh, by the way, for the I forgot. Let me actually start with this. The login only goes until the 8th. So we're going to be starting the next celebration while these banners are around for just a couple of days. But the login goes to 24. So multiply it by 2, that's 48, because you also get some stones from the daily missions. Now going on to the anniversary missions, there's board 1 and board 2. This gives us 30 Dragonstones. For the rainbow ticket board, there's only 1 Dragonstone reward, so 1. Then we go to the EX missions, the high difficulty, low payout missions. And for the part 2, we are getting these, which totals to 6. So let me add those 6. Okay. Special battle, we've got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's 2 instances of 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 3 is 24. 24 Dragon Stones from Special Battle. Very key. Then we got the Super Easy A. For the Super Easy A, assuming you've already done the Easy A, you are only going to be getting 2 stones plus 3 for the new Super Easy A version. So that's 5 stones. Okay. We got 5 right there. This is only counting new events. So if you're a new Dokkaner, you haven't done this stuff before, this is not an accurate representation of what you have to gain. You have a ton more. It would take me forever to count everything. Easy A Pan. Easy A Pan would give us another 34 Dragon Stones. Ultimate Clash only is going to be giving us 20, but that's because they're splitting it up. Part 1 gave us 20, Part 2 gave us 20, so it's in total, Clash is giving us 40 Dragon Stones, which is key. Heated Throwdown gives us 18 Dragon Stones. Oh, yeah, this is the Clash. Heated Throwdown, 18 Dragon Stones, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then all 3, or all 2 of this, 6. Oh, you know what? Actually, it's not going to be 18. It's going to be 17 Dragon Stones. 1 Dragon Stone less. Shame on me. Okay. Going back here. Special Day, you get 10 Dragon Stones during Special Day. We already had our first one at the start of Part 2, so I am going to count that because that is part of Part 2. There's another one coming up on the 27th, which is also in Part 2. So I'm going to count that as well. That's 10 Dragon Stones and 10 Dragon Stones. So that's 20 Dragon Stones for both of the Special Day. And that is everything. So all in all, with all of that stuff that we just tallied, that brings our total to 222 Dragon Stones, not counting social media promotions or the variations that may come with that. Also the raffle. You know, if you win the raffle, that adds 111 stones. So that's not going to be everybody. So let's just round that down and let's just say 200. So over 200 Dragon Stones are obtainable so far for the first half of Part 2. And we have more stuff coming up in a few short days. So I will be doing videos talking about what that could potentially be. Easy A announcements, because we should be getting those maybe in tonight, tomorrow, something like that. Also, you know what? Top grossing. I forgot to mention top grossing. So that would actually be a part of this as well. Top grossing. JP players already got it. So that means 50 still. Global doesn't have it as of me posting this video, but Global will be getting it. So that actually brings our total to 272. I'm going to say over 250 Dragon Stones because top grossing, that's substantial. All right. 250 Dragon Stones are obtainable so far in Part 2. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like down below. Leave in the comments your thoughts on the Part 2 so far, the 11th anniversary. I know a lot of people are feeling pretty negative about it, which I understand. So let me know how you guys have been handling the content. What are your thoughts on the characters? Have you guys been having a good time otherwise, just using those characters on other events? With 250 Dragon Stone... Oh, actually, I guess we can't do that question this time because it's already happened. Okay. So, you know what? Just give me your stone counts right now. How many Dragon Stones do you have after the events of the Part 2 summons? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you, the YouTube, know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned and remember to Dokkan responsibly.